everyone, how's it going? So Jean Dawson just released a new song yesterday, I think on the 19th, called Three Heads. And honestly, I think it's been a while since we've really heard anything from Jean. I think the last song I heard from him, or just the last video I made about him in general, was on the Porn Acting single, which honestly, it was a very good track. I really enjoyed that track, and I hope that these singles are new singles leading up to a new project potentially. Because the first time that I heard Pixel Bath for the first time, when I got suggested it, that is all I would listen to. Basically, after I heard that project, that is all that I listened to. And I just have that same feeling with like these singles that he's been releasing. If there's a new project coming out with these, after these singles, I just feel like I'm really going to enjoy that project as well. So I hope a new album's coming out, or just a new project in general from Jean Dawson. So yeah. And yeah, with that being said, I really don't have that much else to say. I'm honestly very excited for this track. He's been teasing it a little bit on his Instagram, and just the snippet that I've heard, it sounds a lot of great energy, and just, that's always Jean Dawson in his music. It's just great energy and chaotic energy, so I feel like that's really going to shine in this song for sure. With that being said, this is Jean Dawson's new track, Three Heads. Here we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is what I heard from that snippet on his Instagram, or just what he was teasing on his Instagram. I didn't expect to hear that part first, because I don't know if that's going to be the chorus, just repeating that phrase that he's repeating. But that little guitar riff in the beginning, it kind of sounded like there was like two guitars going on at once, and they're kind of combining for a second. But yeah, I feel like compared to Porn Acting, I feel like this song is going to have a lot more energy, just a more, I guess, intense level to it. Oh. Okay. Hold on a second. I did not expect that for sure. Because that, like I said, if that is the hook, where he's just repeating that phrase over and over again, it's kind of chaotic, and he's just yelling that, and all of a sudden, that beat, I thought that beat was going to be a lot more aggressive when it came, or like just the drums in general, and ooh. Just the way he was flowing over that, just melody-wise as well, that sounded really catchy, and just, that sounded good overall. I think it's just because I didn't expect it to be, I didn't expect that verse to sound as laid back as it did. It's, just kind of how he was setting that up with those phrases. But let's just see where this goes. I'm excited. Oh my god. This is Pixel Bath energy right here. There's so many moments on Pixel Bath where he would start out maybe chaotic and start out just very aggressive, and then he'd bring in this melody or this falsetto singing style just that completely offsets it, I guess what I'm trying to say is like this part right here just, oh man, that sounded just like a lot of songs on Pixel Bath too, especially towards like the later portion of the album, or just the second half. Power Freaks is one of my favorite songs on Pixel Bath, just because of how soft that melody in the beginning sounds, and just it's really just his isolated vocals, not a whole lot of instrumentation going on in the background. And this right here, now this is the chorus. Oh man, I kind of hope that's the chorus. I hope he repeats this part again or something. So I've been talking so much, this part just really just, I love this part. Oh man, I had to pause it. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Oh, this is nuts. Okay. It's just like that whole time in my head I'm thinking, okay, how is he gonna bring it back to that, high energy level of the song that was kind of in the beginning of the song? How is he gonna bring it back to that, with it sounding as natural as possible, At some point he kind of does something different with the instrumentation. He kind of brings it back a little bit, or just maybe pumps out the rhythm a little bit, and it kind of like makes you think, okay, he's going back into that high, energy level. But I didn't think it would sound like that. Like, wow, this song, like, it's one of those songs where it feels like three different songs or three different parts were just combined into one song to make one song. but it works, you know, like it doesn't sound, I guess what I'm trying to say is that it blends really well, you know. Ooh. I thought he was gonna repeat it again, so I didn't pause it right away, but that note he just hit, or whatever he did with his voice right there, oh man, this is exactly why I'm saying like there better be a project after these songs or singles, because he is just like, he always surprises me, man. So yeah, I definitely think out of all the artists that I've been suggested, you know, to listen to on this channel, you know, that I never heard before, you know, this is my first time checking them out. Jean Dawson is definitely one of my favorites that I've been suggested, because he's just so consistent with his music, you know, just with how good it is, and you know how good it sounds, and his creativity is just, it's really good. There we go. I was wondering if he was gonna bring it back, but he did. That part is so good. Oh man, that part is so good as well. Okay, so that was Three Heads by Jean Dawson, and wow, I'm very impressed with that track, honestly. Like, Porn Acting, it was a very, like, fun song, and it was catchy, and don't get me wrong, it was impressive as well, but this song, there were just so many different elements, like, that he had to, like, blend together to make it sound good, otherwise it just would have sounded all over the place. And, you know, that's not the case. It blends very well, and it sounds very good throughout the whole track. You know, obviously, I like that part that he was teasing on his Instagram, you know, the whole, like, three-headed monster part. But as soon as he brought back the instrumentation and you hear that softer tone in his voice, I don't even know if it was a falsetto or what it was, but you know what I'm talking about. I was going crazy about it. As soon as that part first came on, and you know, the first time I heard that, I was like, wow. Because even just blending that three-headed monster part in the beginning and then maybe that first verse, right, they still sounded kind of different. You know, it didn't sound the exact same. I still thought like that, just blending that in general was pretty impressive and, you know, making it sound good. But then that soft tone in his voice that just comes out of nowhere, I love moments like that. So that was my favorite moment of the song for sure. But that's what made the song for me, I think. He just he kept doing it throughout the whole song. Like, the verses didn't really sound the exact same. When he brings back that when he brings back that softer tone in his voice, the melody is different and it sounds different as well, you know. So yeah, at this point, Jean Dawson, whenever he releases something, it's always going to be something I'm going to want to check out. So yeah, with that being said, I think that's going to do it for me. Oh man, that song was really good. I can't even really say much about it, honestly. I do have a set date for Wi-Fi. I should be getting Wi-Fi installed on August 30th, which is about in 10 days. So should be very soon. We should get back on track for, you know, more consistent uploads and just more consistent videos in general. So yeah, with that being said, let me know what you guys thought about the new song. I know a lot of people on this channel really dig Jean Dawson's music. So yeah, with that being said, I hope everyone's taking care of themselves and staying safe out there. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning into the videos, watching the videos as always. That's gonna do it for me today. Take care.